Baseball, to me, just gave me the goosebumps. It's the most interesting game in the world. It's about loyalty, it's about teamwork, it's about honesty. Okay, that's what baseball is.
There is existing some T-shirts that's just written, baseball is life. I mean, that would be an easy answer now. I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. Baseball is, it is a wonderful sport. It is more than a sport. It is, baseball is really life, I think, yeah.
Credo che l'importanza del baseball, per quello che mi riguarda, sia il poter condividere con altri ragazzi, con altri giovani, quello che tanti altri hanno condiviso con me, e credo che il senso di tutto dovrebbe proprio essere questo: la continuità, la tradizione, il saper condividere, il voler condividere con chi ti vuol seguire quello che è stato il tuo amore, la tua passione per questo gioco e l'entusiasmo che in qualche modo cerchi di trasmettere.
我目前来讲，我的棒球就是已经应该算是我一半的生命，因为我每天都要跟他在一起，超越我的家人，所以他有一方面已经算是我的家人，已经算是对我的家人 ，my family。
私にとって野球とは、今自分自身が人生を歩んでいる中では、なくてはならないもの、野球を通じて学んだことというのがほとんど、学んだことでのほとんど野球を通じて学んだことなんで、だからその学んだことを今度はこれからの若い子どもたちに野球っていいスポーツだよっていうものを伝えていく役割があるというふうに思ってるんで、私にとっては、この人生、野球があっての人生だという思いで恩返しをしたいと思ってます。
Welcome to the Premier12, an international baseball tournament that brings together the top 12 nations in the WBSC World Rankings over a 2-week period to determine the inaugural global champion and a $1 million first prize. Attracting some of the world's best baseball players to battle for the pride of their home countries, the Premier12 acts as a showcase of the traditional powerhouses, the passionate co-hosts, and the less fancy but equally as important nations, who will all converge in some of the most iconic baseball stadiums on the planet. This is the official documentary of the Premier12 Global Baseball Battle, a journey that will take you through 2 weeks of intense competition and witness international baseball of the highest quality. Watch as the cameras go behind the scenes of this global event, accessing areas previously unseen by baseball fans and the television audience, as the Premier12 travels through Taiwan and Japan on the way to the grand final. The Premier12 will utilise some of the best baseball stadiums in the world. The round robin and quarterfinals will be held in Taiwan, while the finals will take place in the cavernous Tokyo Dome. Tonight's tournament opener is being played at the Sapporo Dome, and the capacity crowd is a great indicator of things to come. The host nation is under considerable pressure to succeed in the Premier12, and they begin in the best way possible. Despite the razzmatazz that the US will always bring to baseball, in Taiwan, they only have eyes for one team. In a nation where baseball is king, the Chinese Taipei national team reigns supreme. And as its national sport, the effect of baseball runs through its entire population.
台湾人的小朋友从小打球到大，有一个目标就是想要打职棒。应该可以说，从红叶少棒那边是那个时候开始，日据时代开始，因为
好，加油啊！每一个 play 哦，大家想一下哦，啊，空咧头哦，咱诶出去的时候该做者，我来下落骨赶快 ，OK， 就。
棒球是一种很特别的运动，很多人有9个人一起打，然后要很团结一起的运动，而不像其他个人项目的运动。所以我觉得大家会喜欢看棒球，是因为会凝聚很多人的力量去完成一件事情。其实台湾也是很支持棒球的，然后在这个团队里面，让我特别的感动的是大家互相扶持，没有分你我是哪一个地方的球队的球员。
Smile 再5个，对，用这个打超爽的，没有用这个打很爽，哎，调一下。
穿上中华队球衣对我来说，就是一个梦想，一个台湾人的骄傲。因为国际赛可以让更多人看到台湾的棒球员这么努力的在打球。虽然就小小的一个国家，但也是培育了很多人才。然后对于自己的话，就是完成了一个梦想的阶段。目前自己的定位应该算是，手背比较优异的一个球员一个外野手。但经过这次的国际赛，我想我应该会充分的去充实自己的技术，因为
你手指头的问题啊，你使劲这样子震的，他也没有办法，因为你手指头是，你丢球手指头是歪的啊。你手指头会这样子，那永远都是丢歪。你再怎么真那样。
对我目前来讲，我的棒球就是已经应该算是我一半的生命，因为我每天都要跟他在一起，超越我的家人，所以他有一方面已经算是我的家人，已经算是对我的家人 ，my family。
Following a narrow loss to the Netherlands and then a comprehensive win against Italy, Chinese Taipei faced the unbeaten Canadian national team, who, so far, have proven to be a tournament frontrunner. Despite the home ground advantage and a partisan crowd of over 12,000, games can be won or lost in a fleeting moment or a big play. The question is, when it will happen.
边边角角的地方，
这一棒打得结实，左外野方向，左外野手往后退，恐怕也不必退了。第一个球就猛力的一挥，敲成了一个中右外野方向的飞球，
过了，
也是上去了，打2个保送。这一个球打到了左外野方向的飞球，
哇！
这个球捞起来，在右外野方向，右外野手推到极限了，哇！全场的球迷，这个球打得结实，相当深远的一个飞球，左外野手追过去，接不到了，雷少跑整身手，陈佑基是关键，让我们的3垒。
With 1 run the difference, a decisive play in the 8th innings relegates the home team to defeat.
在打击方面，吕建功。
这个球，张志豪打得相当的深远，在中右外野方向，2个外手追过去，哇，掉出来，已经碰到全垒打墙了。
注意看有没有打到。
如果有碰到全垒打墙，应该是一个比赛晋级。
Of the many nations partaking in the inaugural Premier 12, one team is under no illusion of the position and its standing going into the tournament. Italy is a fledgling baseball nation, perhaps without the stellar and robust baseball history of its fellow competitors. However, as team manager Marco Mazzieri explains, they are determined to rise up the ranks.
Io ho avuto la fortuna di vivere il periodo in cui il baseball in Italia tra gli anni 80 e 90 stava crescendo come interesse, nella mia città era lo sport principale. Negli ultimi anni diciamo che la frequenza degli spettatori non è stata quella che magari ci si sarebbe aspettata, ma stiamo cercando di lottare proprio con i risultati che la nazionale sta facendo negli ultimi anni per sviluppare nel modo migliore possibile il nostro sport in Italia.
One man charged with the difficult task of guiding Italian baseball from the media darkness into the spotlight is team media liaison Riccardo Scaroli, and he fully acknowledges how challenging that task will be.
Italians think a sport means a big ball and 2 goals, basically, or 2 baskets. So baseball has a small ball and no goals, which makes it difficult.
在对荷兰队的比赛打得相当的出色，有2支安打都是长打，包括了1支全垒打，这个球漏掉了。3垒上的跑者这时候又回来，再添1分。哇，在比赛的一开始啊，正是前一轮呢打了一个内垒滚地球被刺杀，这个球打到了左外野方向的飞球，相当高，相当远，这个球跳起来也没有接到，这是一个。
整场来讲，郭俊麟封锁的非常好。
这个球打成了一个飞球，在左外野方向，中外野手也过去，哇
！A 1-2 pitch, line drive into left center field. That'll score 1, and it'll score 2. The throw goes into second.
For Italy, every game is important exposure on the world stage. They must be seen to be competitive, regardless of the result.
First things first, they'll try to limit the damage. First pitch swinging. Guo Yan-wen back in deep to left. This one's out of here. A leadoff home run on the very first pitch of the 9th.
On a given day, you can beat everybody. So if they play 100% and they happen to meet a better team that is not playing 100%, everything can happen. But what I would say, I would be satisfied if we finish the tournament with no defensive errors, few base on balls. This would mean they have done their best, and then if the others happen to be better, it's okay, you lose.
Every Taiwan voice will be called upon today, as the final Group A game against Puerto Rico will decide on who makes the quarterfinal. The Puerto Rican national team have only experienced 1 victory so far, and the current form of the co-hosts points heavily in favour of a home win. But sport does not play favourites or grant wishes, and today will be no different.
Santiago has the ball high in the air, left center field. This one's deep. Mendez is back at the wall and it's gone. Lin Jushin does it again. 1-0 Chinese Taipei.
这个球，第一支安打终于出现了，3垒上跑者回来得分，跑者被挡在3垒，蒋志贤终于出现了，大家等了很久的第一支安打。
0-1 pitch. It's to left. Throw to the plate, nearly in time. Chinese Taipei now with a 2-run advantage.
这一棒，哇，打了一个平飞球，得赶快回传了，这只能让他得2分。现在这个球要赶快的做一个回传。
Fontanez with the pitch that gets away. Down the line to score the go-ahead run is Gao.
After 12 innings and a 1-run lead, Chinese Taipei fall to 1 swing of the baseball bat.
2-1 pitch. Crushed high and deep to right field. It's gone. Puerto Rico's going to walk off with a grand slam. And with a little bit of help from Cuba tonight, they will advance to the quarterfinal playoff round.
After an exciting round-robin competition, the quarter-finals have found the final four. The US will face Mexico, and in the other semi, Samurai Japan, unbeaten so far in the tournament, will face rivals Korea. It also signals a farewell to Taiwan and a return to the familiarity of Tokyo. For the team's manager, it's a chance to reflect on the journey so far.
2012年に、現役を退いて引退した後に、次の年の10月に、このお話をいただいて、で正直指導者の経験がない中で引き受けるには相当、迷いましたけども、最終的には日本のプロ野球界に少しでも貢献できればという思いで引き受けさせてもらいました。
For the team captain, it's an opportunity to appreciate the sport that has been a part of his entire life.
入ってから、2つ上の兄貴がいて、兄貴の影響で野球を始めました。小学校、中学校、高校、大学、プロと全てのところでキャプテンをやらせていただいて、今もこういう日本代表でキャプテンをやらせていただいて、とても光栄です。チーム全員で一つの目標に向かって戦うという、そこが僕が一番好きなところです。
The teams arrive in Japan, another country where the main sporting currency is baseball. And the altar the fans come to worship at is the iconic Tokyo Dome.
野球はチームワークが大事だから、そのチームワークで一つになって、その一つになった熱い気持ちが選手のかっこいいプレーを見れるので、そこにいつも感銘を受けています。
日本は国技で相撲がありますけれども、そのチームスポーツとして昔から有名なのはやはり野球ですね。これはもう間違いないですね。はい。
Because we cannot win by yourself, because it's a team sport, and even one person is good, you cannot win. You have to communicate, you have to think what they are thinking.
The Japanese fans are equally as vocal as their Taiwan counterparts. Today, the Dome is full of knowledgeable, educated sports fans, but there is a heightened expectation of success. Japan's national team have been heavy favourites all along, but there have been some shock results in the round-robin and quarter-finals. So although the noise is typically enthusiastic, there is apprehension on the minds of the local fans.
予選の舞台がこの台湾で行われて、我々日本が勝つゲームを日本の国民の人がテレビを通して見てくれて、非常に日本では我々侍ジャパンに対する期待が高まっています。その中で、東京ドームで準決勝を戦えるということは非常に光栄に思いますし、そのファンの期待を裏切ることができないという強いプレッシャーも同時に感じています。日本の追い風としてはたくさんのファンの前でプレーできるっていうのが、選手自身がそれを力に変えてプレーしてくれるということを信じています。
이곳으로 당깁니다. 라이언 쭉 빠져나갔습니다. 오재원이 3루를 밟고 홈으로, 그리고 1루자 돌아서는 3루에서 멈춤질 받았습니다. 바깥쪽 밀어내기 볼넷. 스코어 3대2. 이제는 한 점 차. 당긴 타고 왼쪽으로 떨어집니다. 3루입니다. 그리고 2루자까지 홈으로 들어옵니다. 스코어 4대3 역전.
Despite leading into the final stretch, Japan failed to shut the door on Korea, and for the second time in this global battle, a host nation is eliminated. the baseball-loving public are preparing for the Premier12 Championship final between Korea and the US. The tournament has been an incredible success with its execution of planning, and its lofty ambitions have been realized.
The target of the Premier12 is first of all to have another senior event, a senior level event, senior age event for baseball, because we think there's enough space for baseball to have that, bringing together the 12 top nations in the world, and to have another showcase for baseball.
We use the top 12 teams of the ranking. Why the ranking? Because the ranking represents the real power, baseball power of a country. So the Premier 12 is different from the World Cup, based really on the ranking of the International Federation.
It has to be a showcase to show that baseball is something interesting, and also on the national team level.
I love the concept. The concept is great. I love seeing the countries play. I love international baseball.
Well, the health of the sport has never been healthier, without question. I think what's happening, there's international interest in players to come play, outside of their own country, which I think is absolutely fabulous.
We decide to invent this tournament that is based in different way, like the World Cup. So now, in the landscape of international sports, baseball, I can say baseball really a global sport.
Korea have shut out the US by 8-0, and the final act draws the curtain down on the first ever Premier 12 Global Championship. After 38 games of baseball and over 2 weeks of international competition, the champions get to enjoy the spoils of victory. It is not only a victory for one team, but all nations, as the tournament brought out the very best virtues of sport. Physical prowess, excellence in practice and play, a competitive edge to earn victory, but also the grace and acknowledgement to accept defeat. The Premier 12 was a catalyst for success on and off the diamond. It was a global event that captured an international audience, inspiring a generation of young baseballers around the world. But it was more than that. It was a reminder that the language of baseball knows no boundaries. It is a cultural yardstick, a national pastime, and a way of life. For most, it is more than a game.
It's the first day and the first 2-3 hours now that finally I get some feeling of we did something good here, we did something great here, and we can be quite proud and happy what we did here. Yeah. I heard from a lot of people, from various federations or fans even, that they say, hey, I like this tournament, I like this format, I hope you have it soon again. So from that point of view, I think the satisfaction is coming. Today I have to say The stadium was full, the people loved it. They were all happy to be at the game, and I was sitting in one of these boxes, and when the door is closed, it's quite silent. You open the door and you hear the noise of the fans, and they love this game so much, and that gives you a lot of satisfaction. We had 12 great teams here, I have to say that. The tournament itself, that was a special thing what we did.